Hi guys, and welcome to Creative Cakes by Sharon. In anticipation of the upcoming new Star Wars movie, The Force Awakens, I have got together with some of my sweet tooth YouTube friends to bring you guys some awesome Star Wars themed treats. Stick around to the end of my video where I'll leave a link to all of the other amazing tutorials. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create these amazing Darth Vader and Stormtrooper cake toppers. So may the Force be with us, and let's get started. I have here already 2 cakes which I've covered in fondant, one in black for my Darth Vader cake and the other white for the Stormtrooper cake. I'll also be using 2 templates today, and you can get a copy of these templates by clicking the link in the description box below. I've also got a pair of scissors, a palette knife, my x-acto blade, some water and a paintbrush, a small fondant roller. I have some Tylose powder, some white and black fondant, as well as a few sheets of non-stick baking paper. So now the first thing I need to do is add some Tylose to each piece of fondant. The Tylose powder makes the fondant a lot stronger, it dries a lot quicker, and you can also roll it out quite thin without tearing the fondant. Once the Tylose has been added and kneaded into the fondant well, I can start. Using the white fondant first, I need to roll it out about 3mm thick and large enough so that the Darth Vader template will fit onto it. At this point, I need to transfer the fondant onto a sheet of non-stick baking paper, and then I'm going to cut all the way around the template, remove the excess fondant, which I need to save to use later on, and place my cutout of Darth Vader to the side for a little while. Now using the black fondant, I'm going to do the exact same thing, this time using the Stormtrooper template. So now I've got the Darth Vader cutout again, and it's already started to harden, which is good. But I'm going to start working on the black sections of the mask now. So what I basically need to do is cut out some of the white parts of the template, like the line around the edge of the template as well as the eyes. I've now got these separate pieces of the template laid out in front here. Starting with the top part of the template, I've placed it on some black fondant, which has been rolled out a little bit thinner than the first piece, and I'm going to cut around this piece of the template. To make the cuts at the top of Darth Vader's mask, I prefer to use a larger knife so that the fondant doesn't get pulled or stretched by my small blade. Now I need to cut out these tiny lines which accentuate the eyebrow region, and then place the template back onto the fondant and cut them out as well. Once I'm happy with this piece of fondant, I can carefully position it onto the white background and move on to cutting the next section of Darth Vader's mask. Once all of the pieces of the mask are completed and positioned correctly on the background, I can stick them into position by applying a little bit of water in between the 2 pieces of fondant. Now moving on to the Stormtrooper, I'm going to do the opposite of what I did for Darth Vader, and this time I need to cut out the black sections of the template and then place those white pieces of paper onto the fondant and cut them out. When working with fondant, sometimes it tends to stretch a little, and as you can see, there really isn't much room for me to cut out this little section of the mask, so I'm just going to leave it out because the mask is looking quite nice already anyway. Always just use your own judgment and decide if something looks good or not as you're working along in any project. Now that all of the pieces have been cut out and positioned correctly, I can stick them onto the base. Finally, all I need to do is pop both of my toppers onto each of the cakes and secure them in position to create 2 very bold and striking Star Wars cake designs. Guys, I hope you enjoyed my Star Wars cake toppers. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you did. I always love getting your feedback and suggestions, so leave me a comment below or connect with me on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram and Twitter. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you click on the subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all of my tutorials as I release them, and be sure to check out some of my other recent videos that I have on screen now for you. Now, as promised, I have a link to the playlist for all of the other fantastic Star Wars themed treats that were made for this collaboration. Guys, I'd love if you could check them all out, and I've also left links to each of the individual tutorials below as well. I hope you all tune in next time. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.